Okay, then to a program uses three global integer variables, I guess what, yeah, hours, minutes, seconds, to represent the current time, well, yeah, hours, minutes, seconds, right, using the 24-hour clock notation. Right, midnight would be represented as, well, I guess 6 zeros, right, if the variables, well, yeah, okay, right, contain the values, right, 16, 30, and 10, then the time would be, well, I guess, yeah, 4:30 and, what, 10 seconds. Right, a procedure tick will be called every second. The procedure tick will update the value in seconds each time it's called. It's then going to update the values in, what, hours and minutes as appropriate. Right, it's then going to call a procedure check alarm at the start of each minute, and call a procedure new day whenever the time reaches midnight. Right, and we want to complete the pseudocode for the procedure tick. Okay, right, so let's see how many marks that is. Alright, 6. So what I'm going to do, okay, well, I'm just going to open this in the website then. Okay, so as always then, if you want to open this in the website, well, of course, yeah, just go here, right, go to exam questions, right, go to pseudocode, yeah, then to go open a code editor. And, right, okay, yeah, I mean, if we look at this, well, this is just the starter code. I mean, technically this starter code is not required, but I mean, this is, I guess, just if you want to test it. Yeah, if you want to actually display the time, right? I mean, if you want to, yeah, call this check alarm new day, right? I mean, again, you know, just to check it's working. Right, so what I'm going to do, well, I'm just going to paste the instructions there, and yeah, let's just zoom in a little bit. Right, okay, so, and yeah, let's just comment those. Okay, alright, yeah, okay, so if we look here then, well, it says procedure, so let's go procedure tick. Right, and okay, right, so this is not going to take any parameters. Right, then what it says is going to update the value in seconds each time it's called. So, right, and okay, alright, so, yeah, if we look here then, well, I've just given these some starting values, right, just so we can test it. Now, I guess what we say, well, of course, seconds is always going to increment. And I suppose, okay, right, okay, so let's say if it gets to 59, well, rather than going to 60, I guess what it's going to go back, well, it's going to kind of go back around to 0. So yeah, that can be our logic for this, I think. So what we want to say, so I think here, okay, right, yeah, okay, so if we just go with SS, right, just increment that. So that's going to be, well, SS plus 1, right, and okay, right, so now then we want to check, so we want to say, okay, well, if SS equals 60, right, yeah, okay, right, let's have the then as well. Okay, well, then what we want to do, well, of course, right, so yeah, here then we want to set SS back to 0. Right, so of course, right, in this case, well, this means it's a new minute. So if it's a new minute, well, then we also want to increment minute. And it also says, yeah, okay, right, so we also want to do this, right, we also want to call check alarm. So let's just do that here. Let's go call, all right, check alarm. Right, and then here, okay, so if we want to increment the minute, well, again, let's go minutes. Yeah, well, so yeah, just minutes plus 1. Now, again, this is going to be the same as seconds, right, okay, of course, well, let's see if the minutes is less than 59, well, yeah, then it's going to be fine. However, right, of course, right, so if we're on 59, then we increment to 60. Well, again, right, then that's going to go back, it's going to go back around to 0. And of course, well, in that case, the hours is also going to increment as well. So, I mean, yeah, alright, so I think here, like, basically it's just the same check, okay, so, right, yeah, if minutes equals 60, right, then what we want to do, well, we want to set minutes, yeah, set that back to 0, right, in this case it's going to be a new hour, and a new hour, okay, alright, so I guess here, yeah, okay, so yeah, okay, right, so in this case, well, we're only calling new day, right, if the hours is 0, so I guess what we want to do then, so we want to go hour, right, okay, well, that's going to be, what, hour plus 1. And then in this case, okay, well, if the hour reaches 24, well, yeah, then, of course, it's going to wrap back around to 0. So let's go hour. Yeah, okay, yeah, all right, okay, so make sure to use the correct, yeah, equality comparison. Right, okay, so if hour equals 24, then we want to say hour, right, that's going to wrap around to 0. And then here, what we just want to call new day. So I think that should work, right, and then well, obviously here, yeah, just make sure to close these ifs, right, just with the end ifs. Yeah, I think that should be okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and test it. Right, okay, so, and again, okay, right, obviously in the exam, well, yeah, I guess all you're going to have is this. But again, you know, I've made these extra, well, functions, procedures, right, just to test it. Now, I guess, well, if we see display time, well, of course, that's just going to output the time, right, and it's going to pad them. And when I say pad, okay, what that's going to do, okay, all right, so, okay, let's say rather than going, I don't know, 6, 5, yeah, 4, right, I mean, instead that's going to get padded, well, of course, yeah, to 0, 6, right, 0, 5, yeah, 0, 4, right, yeah, obviously just padded with that 0. And I mean, okay, like, that's actually been a function before, and to be honest, right, if you want to see how, well, yeah, how I've done that, so of course, well, all right, okay, let's see here, right, if n is greater than 10, well, then we're just going to, well, obviously, yeah, convert the number to a string, all right, just return it directly. Obviously, okay, well, here, if it's less than 10, yeah, all right, then just, have a 0, right, then, well, concatenate that, with the number. So first, then, I'm just going to create an infinite loop, so let's just go while true. The reason I'm going to create an infinite loop, now if we think, well, a clock should, well, I mean, basically a clock should never stop ticking, right? Yeah, it's just going to tick infinitely. So let's go cool, right, let's say tick. And right, I think the next one, well, let's use this display time that I've created. And yeah, for some reason that's still going in the background. Right, okay, then I think what we want to do now, okay, right, so yeah. Right, now we're going to call these extra procedures that I've created just on the site. And again, well, yeah, again, right, obviously in the exam, okay, all you need to do is just create this procedure. But again, just for testing here. Right, so I think the first one I'm going to do, let's just go wait. And what we're going to do, okay, well, this is just going to wait a certain number of milliseconds. So of course, well, all right, yeah, okay, if we think 1,000 milliseconds, right, that's just going to be 1 second. Right, then let's go call and let's go clear. Alright, so clear, I mean, okay, well, alright, so basically clear, right, that's just going to clear the console here. Alright, let's try and run this, see if it works. So, yeah, first it says, right, 51, 52, and yeah, let's just wait about 5 seconds, right, hopefully it's going to get, and it should say, what, next minute and next day. Yeah, next minute, next day, and then, yeah, right, I mean, here, of course, right, we see that's counting up. Right, so I think here, yeah, this seems to be working.